Rays. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Well, you know, I always think pitching and defense are keys to success in the long run. As we take a look at their arms, I see a lot of reason for optimism. A lot can happen over the course of a season, but if these guys stay healthy and pitch to their abilities, they should be in pretty good shape.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
One guy who's been struggling a bit, Matt, Edwin and Encarnacion. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
If you're going to swing at that first pitch, you better not miss it. And he knew that. He stayed right there and hammered. First pitch of the game. Wow.
Into the box, Torres, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. And Harold, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, that 500 is like the magic number. Now, they won their last game. Now they're 1 under 500. If you get to 500, you feel like, okay, now we can start to build something special. But you got to get to that 500 mark. That's why this game is so important. They win today, they're at 500.
Hard hit ball to short. And that's going to be a base hit as they string together back-to-back hits to start the afternoon. Throw won't get him.
Well, the second hitter hit the ball almost as hard as the first guy. So that's back-to-back hard contact for base hits. It looks like they came to swing it in this one.
Here's Didi Gregorius, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. He's set. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to short. This could be two. One there. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Kiermaier is in his tracks now, and that will retire the side. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. Harold, what's the key for them against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, they find themselves already down 1. The big thing here, realize you got a lot of game left. Just score 1 run. Try to get right back in the game, even it up, and play the whole 9 innings. You can't just play part of the game, play the whole game.
Center fielder
striding into the box, Kevin Kiermaier. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, Harold. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where All the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Harold, what's the key for them today?
Well, Matt, they find themselves already down 1. The big thing here, realize you got a lot of game left. Just score 1 run. Try to get right back in the game, even it up, and play the whole 9 innings. You can't just play part of the game, play the whole game. See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Judge is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So now at the plate, Edwin Encarnacion. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Played on the backhand. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Sanchez.
Stepping up to the plate, Gary Sanchez. The average on the season sits right at .290 to begin the day. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Way out in front. Ready with the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Garcia on the run. And foul.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
It sounds so cliche. Stayed inside the baseball, but that's a ball in on him, and he just shot it the other way for the base hit.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
1-1.
Man, he wanted that pitch, and I can't blame him. When you're facing a good hitter like this, you want that strike. You need that strike. It's 0-2 instead of 1-1.
1-1. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Digging in now, Aaron Hicks. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. And that misses for ball 1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Pham giving chase, and no one will track it down.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes Kiermaier. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. 6th home run on the season for him. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. And that's dead center for strike one.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. He'll try it again.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-strike fastball on the corner of the plate. He's able to foul it off. Nice job.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Low, ranging into shallow right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Next for the Yankees, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. Here's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but a multi-hit game. Maybe this is the signs of things to come.
In now, Torres. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. Here it comes, 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That is the third pitch right there. He has pounded him hard in. 3 pitches in a row. And I don't know if he backs off and pulls the string. But I got a feeling he's just going to keep pounding. Got a lot of pride in his fastball.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Well, a pitcher can tell you a lot early in the game. With this veteran pitcher out here, fastball in. To me, it looks like he's going to try to take that inside half and say, that is mine.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Low onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
A little 2-out rally going on right now. Back-to-back base hits, and now your runners at first and third. And let's see, maybe they'll try to steal a run here. And there's a lot of things that can still happen with 2 outs in the inning.
Striding in once again, Didi Gregorius. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball, stranding the rest of those guys.
And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. The 1-0 delivery. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now he ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home. Stepping in, Austin Meadows, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Yankees. And I'm looking down second base at DJ LeMahieu. Talk about overlooked. Now, this guy's won Gold Gloves, and people don't even know about it. He's got tremendous range, great hands, makes all the plays.
Brandon Lowe stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And there's ball 2 now. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
First baseman.
Stepping in, Jesus Aguilar. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Well, we've watched him dip below 230 in this cold streak. We start off the season okay. That single right there, maybe that turns him around and gets him going the right direction.
First offering on its way. Ground ball right side. Fielded by Encarnacion. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Another beautiful day here in Central Florida, but we continue our game under the roof here at Tropicana Field.
First baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Ready for another chance? Edwin Encarnacion. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And that's in there for strike 1. And that misses 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. One and two. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. He reached on a single in his first try. And this will be fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Garcia giving chase. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now to the plate, Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
This is a big out for his confidence. Look, he struggled early. He's got 2 outs right now. He needs this next out, and then he's got a quick 1, 2, 3 inning. It just makes you feel so much better and more confident as you move through the rest of the game.
Here it comes on 1-1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Drilled right back up the middle. Low, ranging up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers as they're. So digging in now,
and
Mike Zunino. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Left side. Gregorius is there. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting ninth, third baseman.
Now at the plate, Andy Diaz. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. 2 gone.
Up next for Tampa Bay, right fielder Avisail.
So here is Avisail Garcia, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Nope,
and that misses low and away. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Well, that was unexpected. You're looking for that sinker down. He throws a fastball up. Now he's just changed the game on you. He's forcing you to look somewhere else.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throw.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. Need to get it going soon. It's trying to pick things up where he left off. Aaron Hicks. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Hard on the ground towards short. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Well, they've had a game plan. They've been really aggressive. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They're not laying off, and it's paying off for them. They came here with a mindset they were going to be aggressive, and we're seeing them execute.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story, as he will have to dodge one up and in. Not one he wanted to see there to start the at-bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Grounded to short. Wendell over to his left. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting,
Digging in and looking for more. Torres. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The 0-1 hit to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for the Yankees, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Matt Vasgersian back with Harold Reynolds and Dan. Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. In there, 0-1. Here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. Here it comes. Line drive to left.
Well, he's watched himself struggle now, and his average has fallen below 240. So that's a welcome hit for him, and I'm sure the manager as well.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now a flare out toward right center. In comes Judge. He's got it 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Coming to the plate now, Austin Meadows comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error in the ball game for Tampa Bay. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A fastball, foul tip, but it sticks in the glove. No throw to first necessary, and the inning is over. Rays held in check here. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Vidal Nuno is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Vidal.
Here's Didi. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might have been foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen, as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Giancarlo Stanton is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. fly ball out to straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting,
Edwin Encarnacion now. He's
Edwin
0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. A fastball that just misses inside. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Scorched to third. Diaz comes up with it. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
now batting,
Ready for another shot now. Gary Sanchez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Wendell on the grass. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave 1 as they're unable to. So striding forward now, Brandon Lowe. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Stanton on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
the batter,
Digging in for his second at bat, Jesus Aguilar. He singled his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
So striding in, Joey Wendell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
And he lays off for ball 1. One pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Heading after it is Judge, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Need to get ready once again. Aaron Judge. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Right fielder, number 99.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Well, that's a slider breaking in right there, and if it's not in on your hands, that's a dangerous pitch. He got lucky that ball didn't go further.
Aaron Hicks.
Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Hicks. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that is off the wall in right field. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, that's back-to-back singles and first and third. So right here, you got a pitch to get a strikeout, and then the next hitter, hopefully you get a double play and you get out of it. But right here, you got a pitch to get the strikeout to set up a chance to get out of this.
Standing in now, Trevor Story, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Comes set and the 0-1. This is line to left. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Oh, they're playing small ball this inning, Matt. Back-to-back singles.
DJ LeMahieu.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Chopped weakly to the left. He's right there to second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Torres. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First offering on its way. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And low, it's a ball and a strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Swing and a line drive. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's 7-0. But no, he puts on the brakes and will head back to first.
Third baseman.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Didi Gregorius trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, he came to play this game. That base hit right there hit really hard. That makes him 3 for 4 on the day. What a day for him.
Giancarlo Stanton now 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! A 3-run home run for Giancarlo Stanton. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the blowout continues.
Now batting.
In now, Edwin Encarnacion. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Number 23 for him thus far as this lead got even wider.
I'll tell you, the guy in the bump is wishing there was a mercy rule in professional baseball right about now. Hey, but there's no such luck. He's just got to own those back-to-back homers and the rest of it until he gets off the hook, which might be very soon.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch, and this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. Here now is Mike Zunino. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
You know what, Matt? He's been getting most of the pitches. I know he's complaining a little bit on this one, but he's been getting most of the pitches today. He should be feeling pretty good about himself.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Ready for another chance? Andy Diaz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Digging in to try it again. Avisail Garcia. A hit in 2 tries so far. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Stanton is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Hicks. And that's the 3rd out. Rays strand just the 1. They trail in this one. Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Aaron Hicks. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. 2 out, nobody on. Hit sharply toward the right side. Garcia is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So the Yanks go. Striding in once again, Tommy Pham. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. To his left, Gregorius. A quick out number 1.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Austin Meadows. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And that's in there for a strike.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And he misses with it. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Ah, that grounder caught him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, that's a nice infield single. And was he flying down the line or what? But, man, you used to say, hey, he's smelling that base hit right there. He was digging for that hit.
Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, that's a base hit right there. Now, they got 2 runners on. This may be their best opportunity to get on the board. They've been shut out the whole game.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That was an interesting pitch, Matt. Look, we're in a double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that hard sinker. Get that ground ball, maybe get a double play. But he didn't throw it. He just threw a fastball. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he got it in there for a strike.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. In now, DJ LeMahieu. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
That's a nice single right there. He recognized the changeup early. It was just hanging. Not much difference between his fastball and changeup today.
Standing in now, Torres.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Now the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Third baseman,
Here's Didi Gregorius. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. He's set, and the pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ready for another shot now. Giancarlo Stanton. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 11-0. Ready now, Joey Wendell. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
The 1-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here now is Mike Zunino. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Well, if you're wondering how good his stuff is, that is it right there. They're not picking him up in this day game right here, and he's got good stuff working.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground up the middle. To his left. Torres on to first, and there were 2 down.
now batting, third baseman, Andy.
So
Diaz.
coming to the plate, Andy Diaz. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Judge is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They trail in this one 11. Edwin Encarnacion now will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth.
Encarnacion.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and a big swing by Encarnacion as this is sent out to deep left field. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that.
Emilio Pagan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in now, Austin Romine, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Bases are empty here, nobody out. To short, hit hard. Wendell scoops it up. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. So stepping in, Aaron Judge. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, that looked like a hittable pitch, Matt, in a hittable location, but to a good hitter. You just don't see him miss many pitches like that.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Low, ranges to his left. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So striding in, Aaron Hicks. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. So now a pinch hitter set to come on as Brett Gardner's grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle.
Brett Gardner
sends it in the air to deep left field. Pham racing back. He leaves his feet, but it's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, one thing's for certain. That makes the manager look like a genius right there. He calls on him to pinch hit, hoping for any kind of spark, and he gives him a little bit more than that, blasting a double that almost leaves the ballpark. Big innings often start with the...
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Line to the right side. Garcia is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Yankee. Brett Gardner will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. So here is Avisail Garcia. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Now batting.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. That's wide. 2-0. Here he comes on 2-0. Swing and a liner, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Stepping into the box, Tommy Pham. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is on his horse. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant